Hi everyone, I'm Rita Peterson with Everything Homemade, and we are going to make pizza pockets. This is Nova. She is my daughter, and she is 7 and will be helping me on the first part of this video. The first part is making the filling. The second part, the rest of my children will get involved. I will demonstrate and then they will continue, and I'll show you how we work as a team. Now, the very first thing with pizza pockets is you need to know how to make a quick sourdough bread. Now, if you go back to my videos and back to basics, click on back to basics and quick sourdough bread, and that is the beginning of pizza pockets. Now, what I like to do is have a basic bread recipe and turn that bread recipe into pizza pockets. Turn that bread recipe into delicious cinnamon rolls, which I will show you. Turn the bread recipe into this or that. So I have the foundation recipe and then I start manipulating it. Now, the basic recipe, come over here, Ocean. I want to say thank you to Ocean. She's filming here. This is my bread right here. So this is where on that film where I would punch it down and put it into bread pans. So make that recipe that I have there. You can make it smaller if you want and get it to the point where you need to punch it down to make it into bread pans. Now, I'm not going to punch it down into bread pans, but what I'm going to do is we're going to punch it down eventually, and I am going to, that's my oven, I'm going to put it into circles to make the pizza pocket. So I will put a link in the description box to that video. Watch that because I go into great detail on how to make that bread, and that's what I'm using today. So I have that resin ready to go. I also have, for the filling, I have cheese. This is Havarti cheese. You want to get a little closer here, Ocean? I have cheese here. I have some grated carrots. I have 2 pounds of hamburger. I have some tomato sauce. I'll have some salt. And this is basically the filling. So what we're going to do is put all this together in a big bowl, get it ready. So I have the 2 components, the bread component and the filling component. So first, Nova, pour the cheese in. So honestly, I don't measure very much, but you know, we're probably a good, I don't know, 3 cups of cheese here. 2.5 to 3 cups of cheese grated. You can put as much cheese as you want, you guys. This is not, there's no right or wrong way of doing this. This is how I do it. You can add whatever you want. You can put hot peppers in here. You can put mushrooms in here, you guys. Grated cheese. You could put beans, black beans, chickpeas, anything like that, white beans. You could, sky's the limits. This is just a very basic, my family loves this, and this is for us. And you can make any kind of filling you want. Make it more of a taco filling, heat it up, anything like that. Carrots. So I have grated carrots here. To add some vegetable in here. Now, I like pizza pockets because they're quick, they're simple, and they freeze well. And meat. And so I use it for my husband's lunches. So they're really quick. Just plop it in his lunches. If I need a quick supper, I could just take it out of the freezer, put it in the oven. All this kind of stuff. They're quick and they freeze. I've had them frozen for 3 months in the fridge. Or in the freezer, and then I thaw them, put them in the oven for 10 minutes, and they are just like I made them. This is an awesome recipe for school lunches, for kids who don't want a sandwich, who want something cool looking. This is something. Camping trips, anything like that, this is what I do. I actually took this on one time on a camping trip. You can put the hamburger in. This is 2 pounds of hamburger. Maybe I'll do this one. It's a little heavier. 2 pounds of hamburger. I like to ramble on. Sorry if I just keep rambling here. This recipe is awesome for camping, awesome for going to town and you want to feed your kids, anything like that. So hamburger. Okay, scrape the tomato sauce, then we'll mix it up.
And I'll grab a spoon.
No, you can just use this. So she's going to add the tomato paste. Now, one key thing here, you guys, this is tomato paste. You don't want your mixture in your pizza pockets running. So I'm not going to dilute the tomato paste. I'm going to just add it in, and we're going to mix it up, because if it's too runny, your bread will get soggy, and you don't want a soggy pizza pocket. But you don't want a dry pizza pocket either. So you want it cheesy, moist, and delicious. How's it going there, Munchkin? I'm going to take this and I'm going to use a spatula just to clean this out a little bit. So now what you get to do, Nova, is you get to mix this all up together.
With this?
Yep. So she's going to mix this. So in this hamburger, I have fried 2 pounds of beef hamburger. Now you could, sorry if I call this hamburger, somebody correct on that. I've been grown up that we call this hamburger. It's technically ground beef. I fried up ground beef, seasoned it with chili and paprika powders, onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper. Put that in there. You could use ground chicken, ground turkey, any kind of meat like that in here. So use what you got. How are you doing? Is it a bit stiff? Mm-hmm. Do you want me to get going on it? How are you doing?
Okay.
Okay. So it is going to be a stiffer mixture. And because we had tomato paste, I'm going to add a little bit more salt into here. So want to get a close up there, Ocean? Beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to give Nova a little bit of a hand here. And you want this cheesy pizza pockets without cheese, in my opinion, is not pizza pockets. You've got to have cheese. So make sure the cheese is all mixed in, and make sure this clump is all mixed in, because when we cook it, we want to have it all cheesy. Do you like cheese, Nova? Yeah. And when you put them in the freezer, you want them pre-cooked. Okay, so just make a note of that the ones in the freezer I did pre-cook. And you know what we're going to do? This is a little bigger batch. Is I want more tomato paste in here. So we're going to pause the video, you guys. And Nova, you're going to run downstairs in the cold storage, grab another tomato paste, because I want this more tomatoey for flavor. And then we will be right back. Okay, so second can of tomato paste. And Nova, try to mix this in. There you go. Alright, this will finish it off. So this is the mixture that I've done, and I can already say it's coming better together. So I want it tomatoey, I want it cheesy, and that's what we like. So if you don't want it as tomatoey, don't add that second can. And if you don't want less cheese, don't add as more. Manipulate it, but this is what we do. And it's nice and moist. As you can see here with Nova mixing it, the consistency is sticky. You can scoop it. Ocean over here, you can scoop it. It's not going to fall apart, and it sticks together. And that's exactly what I want, is this mixture. And that looks a whole lot better there, Nova. That's what I want. A little bit more tomato paste. Okay, so now we have our mixture, and you can just continue stirring that. We have our mixture done. I'm going to go over here and grab our bread here. And now it is what the kids love, is showtime. They get right involved in this, so we're going to pause the video again. I'm going to call my crew up here. We're going to get ready at the table. And instead of Ocean filming, I'm going to be the one filming afterwards, after she's going to film me do one pizza pocket so I can just walk you through it. Or I might just actually get one of the kids to start. We'll see what happens, but we'll show you what we do here and have a lot of fun with making pizza pockets. Okay, crew, how are you guys doing?
Yeah.
So we have here Orion, we have here Annika, Ocean, Grace, and Nova. Okay, so what do we do from here? These guys have to be patient for one more minute. we have pans set up. We also have a 350-degree oven that is preheated, ready to go. With these pans, now you can use parchment paper if you like. I honestly will just put a little bit of flour so they don't quite stick, and that's all I need onto my pans, just like that, ready to go. I will also have a knife, a few of these knives right here, and you will see what we need them for in a moment. The other thing we need to do is punch this down. Okay. My kids are laughing at me. Okay, so we have this punch down ready to go. Okay, we have the mixture and we have anxious children. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Nova here to do a demonstration. So first off, I have a bowl of flour here. So Nova, you need to sprinkle a little bit of flour on here.
That much?
A little bit more.
That?
More. Yeah, sprinkle it. Beautiful. So this is just so it doesn't stick. Then what I do is I go around and I give them a ball of that dough. Yeah, so what I tell them to do is to put it on the flour because it's a little bit sticky and get both sides and now roll it out. Now listen, I don't really care if it's perfect circles, but as long as it's somewhat in a circle shape that we can make these. So when it's like that, now you flip it over to the other side. There you go. Just wait, Annika. We're just doing a demonstration one. Okay? Yeah. Awesome. Flip it over again. Now I make my pizza pockets. We're going to have a little more flour there, Nova. I make my pizza pockets a little bit bigger than what you would find in the store. But then again, it's a whole meal, okay? So you can make these again whatever size you want to make. Okay, that looks awesome, Nova. Good job. Okay, stop there. So now what do we need to do is we need to add a little bit of filling to it. So we go like this. That's a little too much. So this is that wooden spoon again. So you want to add, a little bit more. You're still on, Nova. Got a little bit, there you go. So you want to add the filling onto one side. Now Nova's going to flip it over, right over. Excellent. Now what we're going to do is called a pinch method to get that done. And what we're going to do here is you take your fingers, it's like this, and you pinch it. And that seals the two, and it gives that look like the store-bought ones. And you just pinch it a little bit harder, and you get a little pinch. Pinch, pinch all the way through. I've never done this with one hand, hey? Something like that. Okay, so then we have that. Now that concludes what she's going to do. Then what I do is I take them away from my children like this. And I put them on the pan, like so. And then while they're rolling, and basically what I do is I help make sure that everybody has everything, everybody has filling, stuff like that. And then we will cut them and I'll show you that. So everybody get a little bit of flour. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll grab some extra bowls. They're going to start flouring it and I'm going to get them ready. And I'll take a shot of them all working here in a moment. And then I'll show you what we do when we have the pans all the way full. Okay, take a look. So what I do is I kind of watch them, get them ready. They're now at the first stage. If they need help, flip it over, Annika, the other direction.
Mommy, can I get some more flour?
Yeah. And I answer their questions and I give them a hand, show them the direction they need to go.
Filling.
And then they say, filling, Mom.
Filling.
Okay? So, and we're going to pass around filling. We're going to pinch them. And this is just a whole lot of fun, isn't it? Very good job, Annika. Good job. It is. So I'm going to pass around the filling. Okay, some of you guys have done this already, but Grace, fold it over. Beautiful. Pinch the edges. Yeah? Just like that. Yeah, it's okay. Beautiful. Now, pinch away.
Okay.
Pinch away. We get some really cool pizza pocket shapes. And Nova, you're doing awesome. Ocean, looks good.
Look at that big family.
Annika, look at that. That's for Papa Bear, isn't it? And then Annika's. High five. Good girl, Annika. Yeah, and Mommy will just give you a little hand and pinch those sides that you didn't get quite yet. There you go. Okay, awesome. Let's do another round. Okay, so we have a tray full of pizza pockets in some really unique shapes, and that's what makes it special. It's made by all of us. Okay, so with a sharp knife, you're going to cut in 3 vents. Now I'm going to use this part of my knife here, okay? And I'm kind of just cutting it open and then kind of going back and forth. And I'm going to make in 3 vents. And this will let the steam out and the cheese to ooze a little bit, making it look so yummy. Like that. And I'm going to do one more here for you guys. Now these will rise, so make sure they're some distance apart. Just like that. And just like that. And I'm just going to move this one back over here. Just kind of space these out a little bit. So I'm going to do that to all of them. Awesome. So thank you, Orion, for your help. Okay, put that knife down. So that's what they look like when they all got their vents in. Now, Orion, you want to give me a hand and we'll place them in the oven. So 2 hands and we're going long ways. In. And we do this about for 14 minutes in the oven, 350 degrees, until they're basically golden brown, oozing with cheese and bubbling. Okay, so close it up and we are going to put in 14 minutes and I'll see you back shortly. Okay, 14 minutes later, you ready? Oh, yummy, look at that. Take them out. Ocean, back up, please. And then what I like to do is just take them off the pan so you can see how easy and just let them cool. Now these are big. Yes, I understand that they're big, but they're one meal, and I use them a lot for my husband's breakfast or lunches while he works. So I like them big because you only have to pack 1. Beautiful. Look at that. So you can definitely, over here, Nova, you can definitely do half the size, okay? Don't be scared to change it up, make them smaller. I have another batch coming that actually has smaller ones for Annika to have. I like the big ones for my husband because it's like one big sandwich. Lots to eat. And he loves it. So I gear it to my family, gear it to your family. Have fun. These are awesome, preheated. They hold well together. And you know what else is really cool? Come over here. I was going to close my oven here for a second. I'll take those out. Is I have extra dough. Look at that. From what we've made. And what do you do with your extra bread dough? Make it in a couple of loaves. So not only did I got pizza pockets to go in the freezer, I got pizza pockets for supper for my kids and I have made 2 loaves of bread on top of it. I say that's a productive afternoon. And thank you also for watching. If you have any questions, like always, comment. I love hearing from you. And we're going to continue cooking these pizza pockets up and have supper right away. Thank you so much.